Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Living Local in Weaverville. I am Karen Svites, the local Weaverville expert, and today we have the pleasure of getting to know Eric Anderson of All Good Coffee. He is the owner and he has over 20 years of experience in the coffee industry and has spent every day perfecting the perfect cup of coffee. All Good Coffee offers baked goods, of course all types of coffee, tea, and has live music and local artist pieces for purchase and visual enjoyment. Let's get excited to know Eric. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It's very nice to see everybody.
Yeah. So what made you decide to open this business?
We love coffee, first and foremost.
Uh-huh.
I think coffee is a calling, and we heard this calling a long time ago. Coffee is also community that gathers around coffee. It's a wonderful place for the community to gather peaceably, to have music, to host art events, to sit and read a book, to stare out the window, to have a place for your children to come.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good indicator of why we decided to open.
So what were the factors that made you choose Weaverville?
Well, we looked all over in West Asheville where we live, and we decided after much searching that it didn't feel right. And there were some opportunities available in West. This is almost 7 years ago that could have presented itself, but it just did not feel the right thing. And a friend was meeting her daughter up here for an appointment or something, and she grabbed a phone number off of the building, and she said, for some reason, I think you need to look into this. You just need to call it. And my wife felt that was absolutely imminent. And she called, and the owner was just about to leave town of the building for some period of time, and he said, if you can get here in 15 minutes, then I'll see you. And we did, and it has gone great ever since. So.
And something neat about this particular building is this is the old firehouse that housed the fire trucks and the fire station. And they've turned it into one of which is the coffee place and a couple of other things. And it's a really unique space. It has very tall ceilings. It's also become very cozy with the art and the music that you'll hear as well. So.
My wife would get the credit for the coziness of this place. She's kind of designed what she felt comfortable for everybody and gathered different pieces of furniture and art and rearranged it the way that it felt good for the building.
Yeah.
The bar mechanics are probably more me. I like the functioning, the day-to-day of it. And even though Anna is not here every day behind the bar, her presence is noted. This business would not run without her.
She's the heartbeat.
She is the heartbeat. The good heartbeat.
All right.
Yeah, so, and she does serve as well. We just have different schedules right now. So.
Yeah. So what motivates you? What drives you to do what you do every day so well?
I love coffee, and it feels good in here. The community does gather in this place. Music has happened organically. This place has kind of grown like a garden a little bit. It doesn't feel forced. We waited till the community said this is what we want. Mm-hmm. We've done poetry readings. We've done a few late night after hours events. Compared to our normal hours, we close at 4 in the afternoon. We're open early. We're more early morning people. That's what coffee right now is calling for. Weaverville is still also small. It is not Asheville proper, where at 9 o'clock at night you expect to be able to get a double cortado.
Right.
But that's okay too. So.
Yeah. So you're really honoring the spirit of Weaverville.
Absolutely.
And you're hearing what the people have to say, and you're doing it.
I will also give much credit to our business neighbors here. Weaverville is a serious embrace the arts community, and it is also help your neighbor community. That can really only happen in a smaller community. When you get into a larger sect, you have big business organizations, you have a lot of voting and a lot of power. If one of our neighbors needs something, we needed a box of gloves today. We walked next door and we said, hey, can we borrow a box of gloves? Sometimes it's, hey, can we borrow a gallon of iced tea? And it works. And we're supportive. If we have something on the menu that somebody wants, great. We send each other business according to our needs, and we get a lot of restaurant referrals. We send a lot of people to bed and breakfasts as well. So it's nice to have a network that way, that it is not a paid network. It is a group of community people, community business owners that function together as well.
And really what the difference is between that is that you guys actually care about each other.
Yeah, we do.
So
We have beautiful neighbors. Our
Yeah.
folks next door at the wine store are awesome.
Yeah.
You know, we a long time ago we figured out, due to seating, that people would be hungry and thirsty, and they might want to go next door for lunch or vice versa. And it doesn't matter as long as there's a place for everyone to sit. So.
That's fantastic. I'm glad you don't have any signs up that say only
No,
for
no,
such and such.
no,
That's great.
Yeah.
So anything exciting going on that customers should know about?
We have a lot of music right now. That has also been something that's been coming. A lot of jazz and blues. We do have a piano in-house that is tuned. We do keep it tuned. House guitar as well. A lot of musicians hang out here with their families. I think that as busy as Asheville is becoming, Weaverville is becoming a nice safety net for a lot of musicians that just want to come and play, that don't want any pressure.
Mm-hmm.
They have paying gigs, they have recording gigs, they have weddings and benefits to do. But when they want to come and just play, to enjoy playing, because that's what they got into from the beginning, then they come to our place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the best way for a musician or an artist that possibly wants that display their art to get in touch with you?
To walk in the front door and put their hand out. And look around and make sure that, does this feel right to you? What, who are you and what do you do? Does it feel good in here to you? Does it, maybe it's not modern enough. Maybe it's too old-fashioned. Maybe it's a little too hippie. We don't know. It depends on what you do. So it's, the lighting. It is not a gallery, but we do hang a lot of different art on the walls, and we do sell some art too. We do have handcrafted items. We have locally crafted items as well, and it's a good space.
Well, that's fabulous. So this is All Good Coffee on South Main Street in Weaverville. Thank you so much for being on the show, Eric.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, and I will be seen at All Good Coffee drinking coffee if anybody wants to find me.
Yay!